ladies and gentlemen. My name is Titilo Walaji, and tonight this is like a special edition on Spot on Pundits. And as usual, I have with me my main guys, the as CY will fondly say, the juggernaut of whatever he says they are doing. So I'll let them introduce themselves because we don't have much time. As usual, I like to start with CY, but no, I go with back at this.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are in the world, evening, morning, afternoon, yeah, we have a lot of subscribers worldwide by now. So yeah, so I just here to get some air
Yeah.
and just talk about football now that the international break is on the horizon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, CY.
Yeah, my people, I agree to now benevolently. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. And stay tuned and relax and let's enjoy football together.
All right. Today we don't really have much time, so we're gonna cut to the chase.
Yep.
We have a few things to talk about. First, uh, my job is to moderate. I don't want to get involved in whatever you are both going to be discussing, but I'll just let the ball rolling. And let's talk about Kodenumi. Like it's not me, but let's talk about Victor Osimhen. the man, the myth, the legend, or the man with the bad attitude.
Say the gusto. You
Nah.
mentioned his name.
The man with bad attitude.
So now, this is what we all read
Right.
in the course before the transfer window closed. Right. A lot of Nigerians have been saying Napoli, they tried to sabotage their guy, they asking for more money, they don't want him to go, they treated him bad, this and that. And that's for a fact what most people say on the internet. The second part is the part where he himself allegedly said that he doesn't want to, when he's leaving Napoli, he wants to leave outrightly. He doesn't want loan move or anything, right? And those are the two facts, right? But as it stands now, man is in Turkey, in Galatasaray. Medicals all done. Allegedly 10 million, or 10 million euros, right? So, yeah. And Napoli, that most Nigerians claim to sabotage his deal to Saudi Arabia or to Chelsea, has actually lowered the release clause. Right. So, I want you to discuss removing your sentimental glasses, your attachment, your emotion. Right? How good is Victor Osimhen?
Sentimental. Why do you think there are sentiments when it comes to Osimhen? What has he done for me? I'm not a Napoli fan. I'm a Super Eagles fan. He helped us in the Nations Cup, but we didn't win it. So what sentiments will I have? We've had so many great strikers that have come and go in Nigeria.
Okay.
So I love Osimhen. I like that he's among the best strikers in Europe, but there's no sentiments if I'm going to judge him.
Okay. So how good is he?
Well, he's one of the... I think there are a lot of good strikers in Europe.
Okay,
I'll just say he's one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not Don Hutchison that he thinks probably he's the best striker in Europe or that kind of thing. Yeah, but I think he's there among the best. But this transfer thing, man, is really weird. Like, if you consider yourself to be one of the best,
all the clubs should come from.
Yeah, and I love Galatasaray. Like, I love Turkish football. I like how the fans are. The fact that the tax and everything is good. It's a good place to play football, but with all due respect, you're among the best players in the world. Some people said he was top 10 in Ballon d'Or, all those kind of things.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be playing Galatasaray. I love Galatasaray. For Turkish football, that's my team. I love Galatasaray, but you shouldn't be playing there.
So you believe he's better than Galatasaray?
From what people portray him to be, yes.
Why are you playing him?
Huh?
Which one is what people portray?
No, because if you look at what the body of work, like the last 2 years, like was instrumental to Napoli winning Syria. 2 years ago. Last year these numbers were not so bad.
15 goals.
With injuries and stuff. It's not bad. It's not a bad return. Then
where did they finish?
No idea.
So it wasn't instrumental. That's it.
No, but at least he did try. And like Napoli is a bit of an unsettled club sometimes because of the owner. all these old billionaires that I don't know how they think sometimes. So the club is quite unsettled when it comes to management and stuff. Yeah. So I think if you look at all that, then you see like the season wasn't that bad. Well, Nations Cup was last year also, right?
Mm.
Yeah, I think he helped Nigeria as well. He
Nations
helped
Cup,
Nigeria.
was a flop.
Huh?
Nations Cup, he was a flop.
He helped. I think he wasn't the games I watched, he didn't do that bad. He didn't do that bad. Like I've watched
I believe
some of our strikers behave
in the last
play so
edition,
bad.
right? In the last edition, I have said that we look and count the number of bad games a great player has. But if a player is average, we only look forward to the games in which they have done well. Right? So Baka has given us his own perspective to Osimhen, the Untold Saga. Baka believes that Victor shouldn't be playing in Galatasaray, being among the elite strike force in world. So I put it to you now, as a Chelsea fan, it was started to come in before the transfer window closed, and he hit a snag. I guess maybe they didn't explain the blueprint of the contract Chelsea offered, and people believe that Chelsea was trying to lowball him. But from what I read, I know that he's going to come initially based on a particular offer, but he can renegotiate to what he's currently earning. Right, that's the option, right? Because I know, I think in the first episode we talk about Chelsea trying to do things well, giving incentive based contracts.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that's the part that people misconstrue, right? To think that Chelsea was trying to lowball him, that you don't expect him to take a pay cut to play Chelsea. But what's your opinion about?
Well, for me, I feel like the incident with would I say incident or
It's just a saga.
The saga with Victor Osimhen is actually a spectacular one. Each transfer window, we keep on having something happens and all those stuff.
Right, yeah.
So for me, I feel like Victor Osimhen. Actually, I will agree with Baka because for me, I feel like as the African best footballer of the year, I think he deserves better. I'm not downgrading Galatasaray, but for me, I feel like I would not blame Victor Osimhen for actually trying to
Get a better
deal and also speak for himself, because if that should be someone like Lewandowski or who would I say all the top strikers that we know, and they have reached their peak. At their peak, I believe Victor is on his peak. So I feel like he deserves to also get a pay rise, because if at Napoli he's earning that amount of money, I believe that with what he has achieved at Napoli, he deserves maybe some substantial pay rise. But on the other hand, Chelsea is not willing to break their salary structure at the moment. So I think that Chelsea actually tried, based on what we've read on the internet and the media space.
You guys opted.
Yeah, we opted.
I think 130.
No, about 150. But that was like the base salary. Yeah, then with incentives, he can still go up to maybe 200 and all. But Victor actually, I think maybe his camp wanted something guaranteed. And for me, I also feel like probably maybe Victor is ill-advised in a way. But probably I might be wrong. But I'm just saying that I love Victor. I love Victor Osimhen. But I feel like, Chelsea were still trying to get him on loan initially, because we just wanted to get him on loan first and then see how we can structure a deal and then maybe get him on a permanent later on. But it is something that he did not agree to because of the salary. I believe so. And he's within his rights to actually want the kind of salary that he wants. Yeah. So, but now, instead of him staying at Napoli and not playing at all, I feel like it's better for him to go to Galatasaray and maybe give himself some football for the next couple of months. Because in January, I know that he has like a breaking contract, which any club side can actually bid for him. I think Napoli has reduced his asking price, his release clause to about 75 million euros. So it now depends on Victor. If, let's say, Chelsea is going to come back in January and say, "Oh, we still need you. Is he willing to go?" Or maybe Arsenal or whatever club that wants to be. But I know that another information I read about, like Baka, we just talked about it for a few minutes ago. Like there are like 10 clubs that can actually trigger that release clause. So, but I think all this saga does not help the player itself because
if you're not playing,
if you're not, you just imagine with all this hype and all this media propaganda, Victor does not perform well at Galatasaray. Now, what will be the repercussion of this? So that means that I feel that Napoli would be at a bigger loss because if Victor does not perform at Galatasaray, nobody is willing to pay that 75 million also. You understand? So I believe that even Arsenal will not pay that amount of money.
Even
if he performs in Galatasaray, why would I pay him?
So for me, I feel like Victor deserves his wages. He deserves to get what he wants because for me, he's the African Footballer of the Year. He won the Scudetto for Napoli. So he's and again, you know that Victor is loved in Naples. He's someone that the fans love him so much. But I think I would drop him down.
If I was a Napoli fan, I would love him also.
Okay. I guess for me, right, just to sum up what we've been talking about, right? Because we just how do I say, we're just throwing our own opinions around, right?
Yeah.
You said that this is me nitpicking on what Baka said, right? You said that he deserves more than Galatasaray, and no disrespect to Galatasaray, right? But I want to ask you, what's the difference between Napoli and Galatasaray?
Napoli is like Maradona played for them. One,
old glory.
He's from Naples, one of the greatest cities in Europe.
No, in terms of, and so it's talking, right? Right. What I'm saying is that in terms of league hierarchy, right? How would you rank Napoli in Serie A?
In terms of league, Serie A was the best league when I was growing up. I know,
I'm
now
saying
it's become shitty.
Napoli in Serie A, it's like saying, how would you rank Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League? You get what I'm saying?
No, Napoli is the more iconic team. They just won recently. That's one.
It's the more iconic team than Galatasaray.
No. I'm taking it league by league. Turkish league. If you go to the Turkish
you want
league,
to mean the standards.
Yes.
Okay,
you
like
go to the Turkish league,
I see.
before you mention 3 clubs, you talk about Galatasaray. If you go to Italy, before you mention, how many clubs would you mention before you talk about Napoli?
Okay, so you take out Juventus, the 2 Milan clubs.
You can use
Roma, then Napoli.
Yeah. Right? If you go to Turkey,
yeah,
what clubs would we be talking about?
Fenerbahce, Galatasaray, Besiktas.
But they're still in the same bracket for me.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like when you say that if he plays in Napoli and you say,
okay, now for me, with no disrespect to the Turkish league, right? I feel like the Italian league is more pronounced.
Even the coefficient speak because they have 4 or 5 teams from Italy now in Europe. So how many does Turkish league have?
So for me, I feel like maybe if he had gone for. Do you know what my mind is telling me, or what I feel?
Then should I come to Chelsea?
No. I feel like the money that Saudi Arabia offered him, bro, is a generational money.
I don't really know what happened with the Saudi deal. I don't know why he didn't go. I only saw him around.
I will not.
I only saw him around on social media about Saudi.
I think another place striker that one is in his peak went there and took his spots. So I tell you, took his money.
For me, right? That Saudi deal was a no-brainer. How the Saudi deal collapsed,
I have no idea. But I think I learned that last minute that probably Napoli were trying to actually increase the money more.
I think we shouldn't be blaming agents. Napoli, he has to take some responsibility also.
As well.
It's his career. Because for me, what I just feel is like when you see like the same club wanted Ivan Toney, that means that same club just wanted the top striker, and they got Ivan Toney.
They got a better deal.
So would you say that if Anthony is now earning what he's been expecting, from 40K a week to 400K a week?
Really?
Oh my God!
Really? Because what I'm saying, see, at a point in time, we need to always ask ourselves, right? Is it about the choice that you are making, or what that choice makes of you. Because
Right.
for you to align to a particular choice, right, you
Mm.
have to ensure that the end goal with that choice is the man you're
You
trying
want
to be.
exactly.
To me, at that point in time, when it was more like he was falling out, the priority was to play football. The priority was to get make as much money as you can make. So he chose to stay back. I remember, I think one of the episodes we shot last year,
Mm.
I said categorically that him signing a new deal in Napoli was
it-
not the right
was
move.
not the right move. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
because
true.
that thing
That's true.
handicaps a player, actually. I remember the Hurricane
Yeah,
time.
the
All
Untold
those things,
Saga,
yeah.
right?
So at that point, would you say now that probably his agent he'll advised him? Because
I
I
don't
feel
trust the agent.
I feel like
Because-
agents these days just want to get their cut, their percentage, and that's
the
it.
more you make, the higher my own percentage.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, they will always be inching towards the man with the highest the club with the highest bid.
Absolutely.
But like we have said, Victor, all the best. I hope he performs in Turkey so that he can come to the stage and finally fail his WAEC.
Yeah.
He can come to the Premier League.
Yeah.
And he can go down like them Falcao and everybody else, or he could come to the Premier League and actually kick the ball rolling and
Exactly.
shows us something else, shows us the
True.
stuff he's being made of.
Yeah.
Right. So and that's what I just have to say personally. I don't have any hate or any angst towards Victor Osimhen. I'm just a very logical person. But I hate it when people try to throw sentiment into the mix and try to say that, oh, Napoli, they're trying to sabotage, they didn't want it. No.
But don't. I'm so sorry to say this.
Yeah.
I feel like Italian clubs know how to drain you. They won't. I don't know if it's like a league thing.
But let me ask you a question. If you say Napoli try to sabotage him with the Saudi deal, why would they take? Why would they lower your release clause?
No. What I mean is, I understand what you're saying. No,
because what people are touting is the fact that the way the Saudi move collapsed, Napoli is to blame.
No, because but he already had a release clause. Currently,
right?
And so that one is the one that agreed to that.
It was touted allegedly that Napoli was asking for 80 million upfront from the Saudi club. I'm like, if your release clause is 150 or what was his release clause?
130, right?
130, and they're asking for 80. How is that too much?
It's not.
It's not too
because
much.
he also agreed to the release clause.
To the release clause initially. So yeah, but we'll see. Me, I would have left Napoli as at the time when the social media people fucked me up.
Yeah. I think Victor should have left at that point.
But the market wasn't appropriate at that time as well.
Wasn't after that he signed a new contract?
Yeah, it was after that he signed a new contract.
But don't you think like we overvalue that guy a bit?
No, for me, no, I don't rate him like that.
No,
as in, is his value not too high to what?
It's too high.
But for someone that has won the league, the club will see that person as an asset, and then they can determine the price they want.
Yeah, that's what we say.
So
for
that leads to my point.
The player is what anybody is willing to pay.
No. That leads to what I'm trying to say, that you see Italian clubs, they value their players so highly that they will suffocate you in negotiations.
It's just a way to keep them. It's just a way to keep them.
It's not a matter of a way to keep them.
No, because if you cannot muster 135 million, you cannot take it.
Can you mention one club in Italy that can confidently buy a player from any other league club without suffocating them? They will want to either take the person on loan. They can't buy outrightly.
Yeah, because they don't have the money.
They don't have the money.
So why do you suffocate
people?
So
if they
know the others have.
They cannot let you come and others have. They cannot come and poach my
They know these ones have.
Well, for me,
Saudi has it. England have it.
People that loan players to them from. If I'm maybe like a club director, I would be very, very stern with dealing with Italian clubs because they can rubbish you with their negotiation.
They don't have the money actually. It's not like they rubbish you. They can't have money.
This is what we have for you today in terms of we just bantered, spoke about Victor Osimhen, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you don't take anything we have said personal. It's just our opinion.
Yep.
You have any signing out words?
Nah, guys, please, it's a new season, just as we are bringing some content to you, kindly do well to subscribe to our channel and, make us feel good. Give us that feel good factor to keep on coming here and delivering this kind of content. Thank you.
Baka,
motivation.
what you have to say?
I don't know what to say. See, I has already echoed
Yeah.
most of my
All
sentiments
right.
as well. So we just need our
This is
people
us
to push us
signing
back.
out. Shout out to Alaji Gambu on the
On the wheel of
turning
camera.
wheels.